Okay, this is going to be the landscape demo video. This is going to be the first out of two projects for unit 1, 2, 3, 4, unit 4. So what we're going to do is we are going to start here on my website and then go to the landscape demo page. I just changed all of these tabs to be their own thing. So now the demos have their own tab and the projects have their own tab. So we are going to click in here. So the landscape demo, this is what it's going to end up looking like. Something similar to this, not exactly this, but we are going to be choosing. You can choose a landscape. You can either choose this park, or you can choose the beach, or if you find something on your own that you would like to do, you can find that as well. Just me doing this project on my own, I found that it is a little bit hard to find some of these. So I have these here just in case. And then we are going to fill it up with a background, a middle ground, and a foreground. So if you are not familiar with those terms, a background obviously is the background, everybody knows that. The middle ground is everything that is in between the background and the foreground. And the foreground are the things that are closest to you. So if you look at the example here, I have these two shrubs that are my foreground. You can tell they are the closest thing because they're bigger. And then in the middle ground, I have this bench, a tree, this guy walking his dog. They're in the middle because they are behind these bushes, and they are in front of the rainbow and this far bush in the back. And then my background, I have the rainbow and this tiny little bush. So you have to make sure that you have the right proportions too, or it's not going to make any sense. These things down here, I was having a lot of trouble finding foreground things to put in that worked well with the tools in Pixlr. So again, you can use your own, but these are just a couple of examples in case you cannot find anything. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go into Pixlr, create new, and this time we are going to we'll use full HD. That's fine. And we'll title this landscape and then your name. So don't write Ava, that's my name. Write your name, but don't write your name. No, your actual name, right? So if your name is John, you're writing John. We're gonna change our background to white, and then we can click create. All right, we're working a little bit in a bigger screen today. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to find your background. You need one background. You can use one of these, or you can find your own. I highly suggest, if you are finding your own, to look for a cartoon background. It is much easier to use the tools with a cartoon rather than a real background. So I'll try this beach one today. I'm gonna copy image, back. Normally you click Control V to paste, but I'm on my Mac, it doesn't work. So I'm pasting that way. Stretch it out. Oh my goodness, this is a large. I need to make the screen a little bit smaller because I'm having trouble here. All right. Hold on 1 second. Okay, there we go. That's better. I'm gonna try to make it the whole way. It can be a little bit hard. Oh my goodness. I'm struggling. Come on now. Does this fit? There we go. Once it fits, good to go. You're gonna change the name to background. Okay, so the first thing I want to do, I have this beach, right? I want to work with the furthest thing away from me. So I want to work in the background first. You need at least, including your background image, you need at least 2 other things in your background, right? So in this case, I have my rainbow and I have the bush. So you can, these I would suggest using for your foreground because that's the only thing that's really hard. So for your background, if I'm doing a beach cartoon image, I'm going to find things that have to do with the beach. So it can be anything. I'm going to search cartoon kite. People fly kites at the beach. They're very cute. All right, so I'm going to try to find one. How about this one? This one's great. I'm going to copy this. Again, easiest with a white background, so you can use the magic wand. I'm going to paste. Here we go, magic wand. Control X. Of course, it does not work on my computer. There we go. All right, Control D gets rid of the dots. I'm gonna make this a little smaller, put that over here. All right, my kite. Change the name, kite. That's one. I need 2 images in the background. So there's also not a sun in this. Is that the sun? I don't like that sun, so I'm gonna do a better one. Cartoon sun. Make it, this one's cute. He's happy. All right. Oh, just kidding. Okay. Copy. Edit. Paste. Take my magic wand. Get rid of that. Control D. This also has this Shutterstock logo, so I'm going to take my eraser and I'm going to just erase that. Gone. And I'm going to make this bigger. Oh my gosh, that's too big. All right, there we go. Oh, sun. Okay. Notice they are all cartoons to make this look like it belongs together. Okay, that is my background. Those are the things all the way in the back. My middle ground, I need to find at least 3 things. So in this case, I have a tree, a bench, and a man. So for my beach, 3 middle ground things, I could find beach chair. Okay, this works. Let's do this one. Copy. Where is it? There it is. Control X, Control X. Getting all this white out. I'm gonna Control D to get rid of that. I'm gonna move this somewhere down here. Okay, there we go. 1. Another thing I could do. Crabs are on the beach. Although I've never actually seen one on any beaches that look like this. But they are there. Paste. Magic wand. Okay. Here's my second thing. My third thing, I could do... Oh my gosh, that's humongous. I'm going to change this to red. Ooh, I also need to change this one. I don't remember what this one was, so if I click the check mark, it will show me. Chair. All right, I will do a sandcastle. Sandcastle cartoon. And that's the reason the cartoon is so much easier is because if you can see, they pretty much all have a white background anyway. So you don't usually need to write white background. Here we go. Cut that. Get rid of those. Erase this little logo here. All right, and here's my sandcastle. Right there. There we go. Changing that to sandcastle. All right. Then I am going to do my foreground. Foreground, you need 2 things. They can be the same thing. Look, these are 2 exactly the same exact bush. I just flipped one of them. Since the foreground is so hard to find, if you are using one of these 2 things, I have these here for you. You are more than welcome to find your own. I'm just letting you know that it was a little bit difficult for me to find. So I'm going to use one of these, this little tropical shrub. Get rid of this white background. I'm going to move this over here. Now, since this is in the foreground, I want to make this a little bit bigger to look like we're kind of like looking through a tropical vacation. So I can come up here and flip it if I want to. So if I wanted to make 2, I could come over here, shrub. I can click this little box right here where it says duplicate layer. So if I click on these 3 dots right here, duplicate layer, And then I'll have 2 of these. So if I could flip it around, I could make another one here, right? Nice and easy. I already have 2 things, but I'm just going to show you I could add this one as well. Edit, paste. And since this is also in the foreground, this would be a lot bigger than everything else. And maybe I'll move this behind my shrub, just like that. And if I wanted to, I could duplicate this one as well. Duplicate layer, tree copy, and then I'll put it on this side and I'll flip it over. And then I'll put it behind my other shrub. And there you go, just like that. Move these around so it fits. You don't have to put people in it. You can. I put an old man in this one. Up to you. So that's it. If at the end you are going to, we can merge these if you want to. You do not have to. To do that, I would click the 3 dots on the top layer, and I would just click merge visible, and they'll all be one. That way they're all connected now. So once you're done, you're going to click File, Save, or Control S, JPG. That is correct. Download, and it is downloaded. Here we go. Adding this to my digital arts folder. I don't think you guys have a digital arts folder, but I have lots of things, so I need one. All right, and then you're going to submit that on Google Classroom, and then we can move on to the next project.